Hey, Flash.
Okay, Flash.
What's up?
No.
Oh man.
Here we go. All right.
Oh
Hey.
man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
There we go.
Hello.
We're live.
I bet you're wondering why we asked you all here today. Well, fuck. Shit. I had something, but then I typed in the wrong website. Anyways, hello. Welcome, interwebs, to the Wayward Ones. I wish what I feel like is the subtitle to this campaign. I wish I was numbering these sessions. Oh wait, where's Chance?
Chance said he's going to be
He said he was
15
gonna be late.
Always
He said he was gonna be late.
Right.
He said he was gonna be late. That's right. My brain's like, wait a minute, there is somebody else.
Yeah.
That's fine.
There is someone missing.
He did say to start with that. Okay, sorry, I just had a moment.
Like, wait.
I looked at Twitch and I saw his name and I went, oh.
We're gonna see.
All
Hi,
right.
Chance. We didn't forget about you. We just knew.
Yeah, no, we're
We
here.
didn't forget about you, Chance.
I did. Yeah, to tonight's session of Arcanus Rebirth. Previously, the party triumphed in the trials of Roshan'do, gaining entry to the legendary library of Khazad-Runa, where you encountered Calabar, the resurrected but with fragmented memories of his dark past. Over 3 weeks, you studied knowledge and prepared for your journey ahead. Afterwards, Merc, unbeknownst to the party, desperate to shield his mind, secretly bonded with a far realm entity, a mask, per se. Also interrogated and then freed a captive mind flayer, learning of the dwarves' practice of erasing memories to those who lead the order. Reunited with Emmanuel and the party, you ventured into the Underdark, seeking an abandoned fortress from the elemental wars used by the elemental armies. And along the way, you encountered a Myconid colony, a resident mushroom people of the Underdark, where you found a brief respite. You all took a long rest, and as you awaken in this fungal haven, our journey continues. You see, as you awaken, all the Myconids are busy going about in this almost like colony, like hive mind, like bees, worker bees, working the land of the Underdark, harvesting fungi and plants and gathering and tending to the gardens of the Underdark. You all awaken around your little campfire. And the day is yours. Though it's hard to tell if it is day down here. There's no passage of light, no morning, no sunrise, just the luminescent fungus and bioluminescent plants that line the walls of the caverns here.
I will ask the group, what are we doing right now? Not our overarching goal, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm still wearing the mask because I am. I had some other things on my mind when we left. So, what's our goal in front of us? Like our most pressing goal? Are we trying to get? Why are we going through the Underdark?
I'll pull out the map and point to where the supposed treasure might be. Right now, we're going to this location where there's supposedly a ancient temple holding who knows how much magic or antique relics, gold. And then after we visit that, which by the way that's very dangerous and we might die, we'll be
We'll be fine.
continuing through the Underdark, where we'll come up in the jungles of Jareth.
Hey, that's what I was missing. Gotcha. Ancient temple with
then-
treasure.
From
Perfect.
there,
An
we're going
ancient
into the jungles. Temple?
ancient temple
Fort-
of fortress.
Fortress.
Oh, okay.
This
yeah,
fortress was used by the elemental armies. Amanda, you specifically know a lot of fire elemental army
yeah, that's right.
use this as a base of operations.
Yeah, so I would have
Long
said
since supposedly abandoned since the war ended thousands and thousands of years ago.
right, but there was a expedition group that went and never came back.
So what kind of treasure? Are you talking gold, magic,
Gold, items,
paintings,
weapons,
fine cutlery?
armor.
Ah,
Yes. Steak knives.
we are on the right track.
I thought you'd be warm to the idea.
Excellent. So I imagine they don't have like a forge here at the Myconid, or like a
No, not really. Everything here is grown. The Myconids seem very peaceful, very worker bee like. They're harvesting gardens and foraging out in the caverns. You can see up on this plateau where you were first originally. You can see the large Myconid that is towering over the rest of them. This sovereign, their leader. And you see again those corpses of the dwarves that are now brought to life by this fungi as part of this colony, part of the hive. One you see Havelock. You see a hand tap your like thigh, and you look down and you see this like 2 foot tall Myconid holding a bowl in his hand.
Hi. What is this?
And he brings it up to you, and this the thought in your mind, and you just hear drink. And you see several others come out with similar bowls coming up to all of you, each of you coming with like a bowl of water, it looks like. And you just hear in your mind again from those spores that you inhaled, just drink.
I should probably
Drink.
drink first, since I can't really be
And,
poisoned. so
they all have individual. Oh, I see what you're saying. Sorry.
I will drink first
I'm already
to
drinking.
make sure it is not
bit
poison.
of a germaphobe, so
Oh, okay,
not
whatever.
drinking after a frog.
We have different bowls.
Not
Yeah,
everybody's.
they're bringing a bowl for everyone. This is like a
It's
small
like,
little hand bowl.
Take it.
Is it? Could I tell if it's poison?
Give me an
This-
investigation. Nature check.
Oh, I'm good at those.
You jumped on that chance to use nature. I love it. You're like, no, this is it's such a fairly
Never
used.
gets used. Yeah.
30, 20.
A dirty 20.
Yes.
Dirty 20. This is not poisoned.
We're good.
Trader's already finished this.
Chug.
Right.
Is it just water?
Do I notice if it's anything extra than water? Like if it
Give me a either nature or arcana check.
Oh, my nature is higher.
Let's go. That must be a world record.
It's
What?
a dirty
Nature
20.
check.
Nature
One
checks in a
game.
row.
It's also a dirty 20. I rolled a 14 plus 6.
Okay. I'll say with your dirty 20, specifically looking for not just if it's not poison, but if there's some extra additive effects. It does seem to be magical in nature. And then you can hear in your minds, Merc, if you choose to, you can hear it in your minds. But you feel, for you, it's strange. You can feel like someone knocking at the door. trying to communicate with you.
Yeah, I let them.
Right. And then the face mask releases those thoughts into your mind. And drink. It's good. Drink.
I'll
Yep.
drink it.
What's it taste like?
Okay. It's almost like a sweet water.
Mm.
It's like almost like sugar water. Like I mean, like it's very I almost want to say like a flavored seltzer. Like it's just slightly flavored.
Without the
sweet.
bubbles.
Just a little bit without the bubbles, a little sweet. For the next 8 hours, you can all communicate with any willing creature telepathically within 60 feet. You, at the start of your turn, if you are below half your maximum HP, you regain 1d6 hit points as the fungal spores mend your wounds.
Nice.
And you are immune to poison for the duration of the 8
What the
hours.
hell?
Anyone skeptical, I'll relay to them
What
that
the hell?
it's okay. You want this.
I'm not thirsty. I hit my back.
Okay.
I give them a nod. I don't want to take up too much time, but I would absolutely, if they're like willing to speak, it wouldn't be with this child. You know, I would reach out to them
Yeah.
through their mind and be like,
Mhm.
you know, asking something somber. I'm actually looking for a dried. If they've ever heard of such a thing, a half drow, half spider, and if so, is there a tale of one that's nearby, or not even nearby is relative.
Okay.
But
And you see as you like put that message out, you can see the sovereign and every single myconid just turn to you, like in unison.
Creepy.
Neil.
You seek. I'm trying to figure out what the word they would use.
They don't use Drider, right? They use something else.
You seek the Grey Ones.
I don't seek more than one, if possible.
Their home is hidden well, but there's one, the Exile, Ivy, not far from here.
Really?
And you get the image, not
Can we all hear
not
us?
it's not an image. He's saying it to everyone hears his response, whether you heard Merc's question.
They don't hear my
Okay.
question, but they hear the response. Yeah.
You hear the response. And I want to say it's not an image, but not a Drider, but a Drow. Shunned from his people, shunned from the enemy. He is alone. He comes to trade now and again.
So do I kind of know where he's at? Do they like describe or
He's
imprint that?
I'll say the imprints. He lives near the sparkling pools, and you get an image of like this. So you know in The Hobbit when Bilbo meets Gollum,
Mm-hmm.
imagine that, like this pool of water in a cavern, with like a few singular stones in the middle of it. A day's travel. And you get the sense of the direction that they're hinting at.
Okay. Well, guys, what kind of time crunch are we on here?
Why?
I suppose none, technically. Havelock.
Well, we are trying to get to the other dragon gem
Dragon shard.
shard things. before the other bad guys do.
Yeah, aren't we trying to get to the coast of Gaia?
How
Did
far
he-
away is the drow from the temple or
I would say
fortress?
it's in a similar direction, deeper
Okay,
down.
let's go to the fortress. Perhaps when we've conquered this place, I'm sure we'll take a rest, and at that time, if I can, maybe I can run over there. You guys give me a half a day or something. So,
Perhaps.
okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to do before heading out on your travels?
I want to ask one of the tiny ones. I'm gonna say, do you guys have more of that water that we could take with us? Or is that like a one-time thing?
You
Like that we could like
it.
get a vial.
It is sacrilegious to take away.
Okay, yeah.
You stay
yeah.
and drink, but you leave thirsty.
Noted.
It's
Alright,
like
bye.
it's like those desserts from Chronicles of Narnia that what's his face eats, where he
Yeah.
gets like addicted to him and he's like,
Yeah.
That's
But you guys imagine, and you get the sense because this is all feeling inside your mind. You were peaceful. You caused no trouble. So this is their parting gift for
not
being
harming
peaceful,
them.
not causing any problems for them, and going on your way.
Well, we ready to go?
Hmm?
I know I am.
oh,
Let's go. Do you want me to lead Emmanuel since I get more of that sense, or do you want to lead since you actually have the physical map?
why don't you and Trey go in front of me, and I'll be next up.
Noted.
Come on, frog legs.
So, you guys just took a long rest. I'm gonna say, if there's anything you guys want to do, but I'm gonna say you travel for about 2 days. You guys take your watches on your watches. Nothing alarming or too interesting happens. If there's any conversations or questions or roleplay you want to do, feel free to speak up and we can do that. But if not,
My only question is, are there any changes to Merc?
He's
And
still
him
wearing
being
the
more-
mask.
he's
is he
still wearing
being
the mask.
Still more muffled. Is what I'm asking.
No, he sounds clear. After the first day, he sounded perfectly clear.
Noted.
And I'll
That
say
was
to
all.
Merc, you have the full use of your mouth. It's open. You have a
Nice.
mouth and you have
A lot of
eyes.
ladies out there.
So yeah,
Super excited about that.
yeah.
Yeah, he's actually been quieter than normal. I mean, that's
But when he speaks, he's clear. There's nothing noticeably strange about him.
Okay. That was all.
Okay.
I'll talk to my docent about the myconids and see if there's anything I can tell them about the encounter that they may not know.
Gotcha. So you're informing your docent of your encounter to add to the collective.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. Okay. So on the third day, we'll say, you guys are traveling deeper and deeper, and the tunnels you guys are taking, they start to even out. You're going down. You're going more straight than you are down now. When you hear the faint Merc, and Merc, I'll say all you high perception motherfuckers, Merc, Trey, and Bobby. You hear the faint sound of running water into a cavern unlike any you've seen so far. You see soft blue light reflecting off the wall, as if running water is moving in there. Merc, this looks, and everyone, you guys all saw the images that were placed in your mind. This looks very familiar to the images that the sovereign of the Myconids showed you. And I'll say you're still probably a day or two out from the fortress.
Okay.
Is there any fish in the water?
You'd have to go see.
I'll go see.
Still a good distance. Still a good
Oh.
distance away.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna go ahead of the group.
Well, Merc, do you wanna go now or later?
I don't want to take up anybody's time, but I mean, again, if we're in a hurry, I can figure
Is this
something out.
at-
But it's
Is this at the end of our walking for today, or towards the beginning, or in the middle?
You like it? It's I would say in the middle.
Okay. We could use a break for a moment.
Just go
least.
scope it out.
yeah, this
I
might take
could,
longer than most.
If we want, just to be safe, I could send Lily out and use beast sense to look through her eyes
Yeah, why don't
if
you?
you want.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Wait, what is
Just
Lily?
to
A
be-
dragon?
She's a
A drake?
She's a drake.
Oh,
But
well,
she's a small drake.
She's like
Yeah.
a dog-sized
like-
dragon.
then that might probably be okay. I mean, it's the Underdark. I mean,
Yeah.
that
mean,
wouldn't be
yeah, it's the
completely out of yeah. First, I was like, wait, is that?
Sure.
No, that's probably okay.
Okay.
There's big lizards
So I'm
down
gonna
there.
do that.
What color is she
And-
today?
Oh yeah, what color is she today,
So,
Riley?
'Cause that could
I
matter
will-
in Underdark.
Yeah, make her.
That is-
It is a new
random.
day.
I,
Random.
I
Random.
can technically make her too because of rules as written, but I don't want it.
Rules.
'Cause I don't want it. That's a
No,
4.
no, we're gonna back up. No, you can't because we put this as a random roll.
Yeah,
You can't.
That's a
Rules is written.
4.
Fuck that.
yeah,
Rules is written, but we
4.
decided we're not using this.
yeah.
Yeah.
4. So
Breaking
she
the
is.
rules.
Oh, great. She stays the same. She's lightning.
All right, so she's a blue drake.
Yeah,
She's blue.
cool.
Glowing.
That'll work.
All right.
Look,
So,
I'll be honest with you
uh,
guys. Things in motion that are.
Oh, hey Haven, how you doing?
Yeah, what's up, Haven?
Where'd you come from?
You just appeared out of nowhere.
Jesus Christ! He's like,
Yeah,
scared the shit out of me.
Okay, I will do that then. I will.
Okay. What were you saying, Damien?
Things may transpire. First of all, we got to remember. I look around. Is
Oh,
anyone
he
here-
disappeared.
This is a slaving drow. First of all, let's keep that in mind, all of us. Okay, he has done things in
What's
his long life. I have no doubt would make you. You don't even want to know.
Are
Okay,
you,
so
really?
let's get that out there.
Did you,
Yeah. Oh, they're yeah.
Why are we
Real quick.
doing this? Then?
Well,
Because
it's
it's
just something that has to be done
Oh.
in
All
a
right.
very particular way. We need to capture this drow that's
Capture?
alive. He can be, he doesn't have to be in perfect condition, but he just has to be alive.
Are you a bounty hunter?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, I will.
Insight
pass-
check.
That's why deception are.
I know I'm not supposed to say it. But it's perfect.
No, do it.
Real
All
quick,
right, so
you guys hear me?
while they do that, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 on die.
All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna
Let's
we're
go
gonna
with
give Haven the quick version.
Sounds good.
You guys left the Myconid camp. I'm gonna assume you drank the potion with everyone, so I'm gonna tell you right now. You have, what is it? Hold on. You can speak telepathically with your party with any willing creature within 60 feet. Oh,
Okay.
so it's actually Myconids or anyone who has consumed the potion.
Okay.
So really, just your party or Myconids. If you go on the beginning of your turn, if you are below half your max HP, you regain 1d6 HP.
Oh, okay.
And you are immune to. I misread this earlier, everyone. You are immune to the poison condition, and you are resistant to poison damage. I apologize.
Cool. Nothing changed.
I know nothing changes for you. So anyway, so you left the Myconid colony. You've been traveling you're on your 3rd day travel now in the Underdark. Merc you don't know this, but the Myconid sovereign had told you all of the location of a drow. Merc was looking for a drow or a drider of sorts, but you don't know that.
Okay.
But that's why, and you guys have just come into the location of the cavern that was told where this He was described as an exile.
Okay.
He said he was exiled by his people and by the enemy.
By the enemy. Okay.
No one questioned that, so that's what you got.
True, we did.
I
Nope.
feel like we should question that.
Too late
But,
now, buddy. Too late
yeah,
now.
Okay.
All right. So, and Bobby is sending in Lily, his Drake, to scout ahead into the cavern.
Perfect. Caught up.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. Sorry
Hold
about
on,
that.
let me
Short
look
break.
at-
I
Absolute
need to
shit.
look at
We should game plan
actual
if we
B
do.
sense.
I don't know anything about this. They're tricky, but we need to again take him alive. Perhaps we can just talk to him for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. What's the
So
goal
if we
here?
get him
Catch
alive,
him alive.
where is he gonna be brought to?
It will not be an issue.
Can we
can tell you
afford
that.
to take another person with us?
We won't be.
Oh,
I put my hands on the dwarf's shoulders, and we won't be.
I'm much
You
shorter
still
than.
owe
Can
me
I
a
stand in the mask?
Height,
No,
he's got
it's pretty.
he's got
It's pretty on there. It's pretty on there, dude. No, you know how those masks are. It's pretty tight.
I did some of my own modifications.
Well, and this is a little different than yours. Yours has the opening for the beard. This is a full,
Yeah.
like, covers the face mask.
Yeah, mine's just like.
That's why I asked about the
Yeah,
blacksmith
yeah.
because I was like, I'll swap this
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I get you.
I guess it
Okay,
covers
so-
those, but anyways.
Okay.
So give
I'm
me
sending in
give me
Lily.
Give me a perception check for Lily.
This is horrible. Because her perception is. Perception is what? Wisdom? Plus
Wisdom.
Yep.
That's wonderful. Well, that's a 9, so that's an 11.
All right.
Okay. So
Doing
Lily, when
okay.
you get in there, what you see is in a cave. You see soft blue light that reflects off the walls, illuminating the still pool at the center. Lily can feel, and you can feel through Lily, the air here is cool and damp. And so a little bit of a reprieve from like the heat of being underground. Unfortunately, with that roll, she sees the pool. She does see some moving around and it distracts her of some like aquatic life within the pool, like fish
Mhm.
or creature,
Can I
little
talk
lizards.
while I'm
but
beast sensed?
you can talk
right?
to
I
your
think I can.
friends, but you can't hear them.
But I can't hear them. I'll just
Or
say
see
it
them.
as I'm just like
You talking real
out
loud.
of it.
I can feel Bob.
I'll just say, Trey, there's fish in the pond. Because I know he likes fish.
Pull my string out.
Pulls his string out.
Get my hook on.
Well, seems like it's in there.
I will bring Lily back.
Okay.
And on beast sense, I don't know. I couldn't see much with Lily. I just really saw the pool. I saw some like fish in the pool, as I said. But that's about it.
Does that look like fresh water, clean water? For the most
It's
part.
for the most part, I'd say some of it it's a little stagnant at places. You know, it's still water. Seems like still water. It wasn't a lot of movement.
It's gotta be where he's gotta be in there. Anyways, they're resistant to sleep. We're gonna have a plan. Can anyone use magic to make us quieter? Perhaps leave no trace as we pass along.
Trey, can you? I don't have it prepared, but I know someone that can.
That's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Anything for you, Merc. I'll pull out some burnt pine needles, just some ash, and I don't really know the incantation. I gotta read it and then do it. And it's like new
Pull out
to
your
me.
little book.
Yeah.
Then he pulls out the book and he's like,
All right. Then,
Spellcaster.
as you guys approach,
Huh?
let's do a stealth check. Group stealth.
Hold on, real quick.
Go ahead.
Right before we go, I'm gonna. Who are our spellcasters? Like, I know tray can? Like, do we have any? Do we have any
Havelock and
spells?
Haven are full casters.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any spells that can like disable someone? Remembering that elves have their natural resistance to being put to sleep and charmed, right? Is it charmed or just put to sleep?
It's charmed.
So we don't want to do
Um,
that.
I think the only way I can disable someone is killing them. So
I'm with
Okay,
him.
okay. I like that normally.
I have an extremely reliable way to
In what way?
keep
I need
someone still.
Somewhat specifics. Is it a spell you cast?
I'll just take these 2 fingers and like
Okay.
not hit them, but like poke him in the area so he gets like the feeling.
Yeah,
but
you just
isn't
it just hits
stunned.
that pressure point, and your body like goes rigid for like just a second, and then
He goes. Oh, okay, you can stun them with your fingers. Nice.
That's what
I
she said.
can
Yeah.
I can
right?
summon a demon.
Okay. That's
Oh,
what we call a
shit.
wild card. That's what
Whoa.
we're going bad.
well, no,
I
we're gonna
can
back
make
up.
him
Haven,
Haven,
it's
slower.
arcane construct of a demon.
No, this is summon greater demon.
No, but we've
I know.
talked
Yeah,
about
no,
it
I
before
know.
because you can't
Yeah.
planar things.
Yeah, no, that's right.
It's the equivalent though. It's definitely the equivalent.
It's like
It's the
a
equivalent of a
3D
demon.
printed recreation of a
Yeah,
demon.
exactly.
Right.
It's a
It's
crystalline.
like a little glitchy. It's like
yeah. But anyways, all right. So if you're all going, I would like some stealth rolls
Yes.
with +10 for pass without trace.
Oh
And
my god.
we love a +10.
+10s are right.
Oh, baby, that's a 32.
Shit.
Yeah, I got a 30.
28.
Oh my god. Holy moly. Someone do bad, please.
31.
Oh my god. Come on,
Okay.
Flash. Come on.
I
What do you
have
got for me?
disadvantage on stealth. I rolled a
Uh-huh.
15 and a 12, so that gives
Oh,
me
shit.
a
Still 22.
23.
23
Say
still.
plus
Shit.
one.
Emmanuel, I think I'm only waiting on you. A 1.
Noah!
Everyone
No.
did, dude. Everyone did so well.
Oh,
There's
we
no
should
crit.
have
There's not a
gotten
crit
even
fail on a
better.
skill check, and everyone did so well because
So
it's
my
still
total
11
would be
or whatever. Yeah, 18. So you're fine. You all are stealthy as fuck. You guys get into this cavern again. You see this blue light from the water on the fall. It's much darker in here though than the rest of the cavern. There's a lot less bioluminescence in here. But I'll say the 3 of you high perception guys. Near the edge of a pool
You see a fish.
on this side. So like not you can get to it. It's not like on the far side of the pool. It's like on your side, but still way down there. You see sits a figure. It's half hidden in shadow. His head is bowed. His shoulders are slumped. And you see one arm, an unnatural mass of tentacles. It dangles into the water, and the ripples that you've been
Been
seeing
there.
in the water. The only movement in an otherwise still chamber.
I'm
You
going to
hear
look
it.
at every. Oh,
You good?
no,
No,
go
you
ahead.
ahead.
If
You
he's
ahead.
speaking.
You ahead.
no, I was gonna just because I would have started looking at the guys, but if he speaks, then
As you step closer, I'll say the figure raises his head. Glowing red eyes meet your direction. And you see his face, these sharp features of a drow, scarred and twisted, half consumed by something alien. The sight is haunting, but his expression isn't one of minutes, it's one of profound weariness. And you're strange. I thought I'd seen my last visitors long ago. No sense in hiding. I can read all 6 of your minds. Note there are 7 people in your party.
Because Lily.
He's
Go
not
for it.
counting her. Tell me, why are you here?
And there's 6.
What could possibly be worth the horrors of these tunnels? Trey, I want you to give me a history check.
Ooh. Man, this thing likes 12s. 16.
16. As his face comes up, and it's so different than the last time you saw him,
Oh, fuck
No.
you.
No.
but you see the face of Curexus, who you met in the
Oh.
mountains with you met him in the mountains
Gotcha.
with Vale and
Yeah, I
Kiro
thought-
and Naima when you were breaking her curse.
I
It's not
thought-
Trent. Don't worry, it's not Trent. It's
My
not Trent.
mind went right to Trent.
I think we all thought that for a second.
Q?
You see Curexus.
Q.
Seems
Who?
oddly familiar.
Oh, I'm sorry. Trey?
What are you doing down here, buddy?
Out here for weeks. His voice falters. His tentacle arm twitches involuntarily. You remember me.
Yeah, bad news.
How much of
I'm out of fish
how much
jerky.
of me is left? How much of me is left to remember, I wonder. And you can see his transformation that you saw before is so much more in his face. Deformed.
You're looking pretty rough, bro.
The man I was is gone. What left is this thing. Too afraid to end it, but too afraid to die on its own. Why are you here?
Merc!
I step forward. I am the answer to your problems, my friend. I see it. It's taxing. I see it in the eyes. I bring you salvation. A release.
Please.
You've turned, been shunned by
My
dark goddess.
people. I went back home. He kind of like he hears you,
I'm
but he
gonna
turns
let.
back to.
Sorry, I'm gonna
Yeah.
let the sword
Uh-huh.
read my I was blocking him when I was, but
Sure,
now I'm
sure,
letting
sure,
him
sure.
like see
Okay,
what's happening.
okay.
There you go.
He's acknowledging you, but he looks at Trey and went, I went back home after we left. We parted. They shunned me. They tried to kill me. I ran. I thought perhaps I was a monster. I would go be with monsters. But they just saw me as a failed experiment. And they wouldn't let me in. So now I live here. You offer release, but what do you want?
He's a good guy.
And he turns to Merc in that moment.
Yeah, Merc.
What could a monster like me offer you?
More than you could know. I am gonna. Yeah, it has to be very particular here. I do look him up and down though.
You hear in the back of your mind, Merc, kill him. He's worthless.
Is he a betrayer?
No longer serves. Doesn't matter if he's a betrayer. Look at him. He deserves death. Yeah, sorry.
Is he like so? So do I get the sense that he's an outcast because he's a mutant, or that he turned on them and is?
So from what he's saying, and he's being pretty clear. I mean, if you want, he's saying that he went back to his people, the
Yeah.
Drow, and because of his failed ceremorphosis,
Yeah.
they shunned him. They tried to kill him as a monster, as a mind flayer, as they would. So he decided to go back. He decided to go, if he's a monster, he was going to go to the monsters. But they shunned him too, as being lesser. So rejected by the Drow and rejected by the mind flayers, he lives alone in this cavern.
As Merc
So I don't.
takes the lead, I'm gonna just step back like close to Haven and Havelock, and just make sure they see Q too, because they were around for Q.
I don't think they ever
You were
met
the
you.
you were the
Oh,
only
you
person
are
in
the
this group
only
who
one
met
that
him.
ever met him.
Oh shit!
Vale's
Yeah.
gone, Kiro's gone, Naima's gone. You were the only person who's met
Gotcha,
this
they
man.
were gone.
And that guy
Fuck.
that was there for 1 day is gone.
No,
What do you think of the Spider Queen?
my the lost, our queen, our goddess.
What do you think of her?
She is everything, but she disowns me. I am shunned. I am a monster. I cannot, and I am male. Males are less than less in our society. Now I am a broken male. A monster.
All right, I'm teetering here. Do I think that he fulfilled either one of these? Because at first I thought he did, but now I'm like, is he a traitor? Like it's worded in a way that makes me that makes it very difficult to decide if he's.
I don't think you have enough information to make that call. I don't know.
Well,
Could be,
he's
but
not a betrayer, but he might be.
I will say from his point of view and from what he's saying, he feels like he's the one who's betrayed.
Oh, but your weakness, you failed Loth, but through your weakness and your inability to. That's the way I see it. He's just, you hear Merc say that out loud.
Right.
Yes.
I am
Yes.
weak.
In your weakness and failure, you betrayed your kin. But that's over now. That's over now. I'll walk up to him.
He looks very
Seemed
confused.
unaffected by his horrid
Yeah.
disfigurement.
What do you want?
Go
I
to your
don't
place.
understand.
Cover his eyes. I slide this rapier into his chest.
Sorry.
Cool.
Haven, Havelock,
Give me-
we just not doing it. Merc's got this, right?
The time slows down.
I say I love this game. I love Dungeons and Dragons.
Blood. A little blood comes out of his mouth, and it's purple and green and ichory, like very dark. Thank you.
I
was
catch
too
some of his
weak.
blood into a jar as he spits
He,
it.
he has a moment, and he's like spinning. He goes, "I was too scared. I wanted to live. I wanted to die." And he just like falls.
I let him hit my shoulder and slide off. I pull out a cloth actually, and I wipe the blood off, and then I fold the cloth up in my.
I like that guy.
I start rustling through his pockets.
There's a little sack of what seems to be like some mushrooms. Very similar to what you saw probably at the Myconid colony.
Are my knives there?
No.
Oh.
Does he fall into the water?
No. He hits Merc's shoulder and he slumps to the ground.
I'm gonna start walking towards it. I have no experience with this person, so I'm like, I look at Trey as I start walking forward, and I'm like, who's this guy again?
He was more valuable in his death than he has ever been in any moment in his life. I can assure you that.
I don't
What?
know
And
about
I would burn this
that.
body if I were you. I would burn this body if I were you. Now,
Trey, was he like this when you saw him before? As I keep walking forward.
I mean, kind of, but not that bad, and not in the beginning. That happened in our, you know, I forget what it is. There's a lot of things have happened lately, guys. I don't know how to wrap my brain on.
That's okay. Our other friends aren't here to ask. So I
could go
get
through
up
my
to
notes.
him.
I got notes
You're
on
right.
this.
It's okay. You're a teenager. It's all right. Everything's a little foggy. So he, just to wrap my head around it, he's in. He tried to change into a mind flare, but it went
So-
sideways.
So yeah, he is a drow who was. I wouldn't say he tried to turn into a mind flayer. I don't think that was
He
his goal
was.
or his purpose. But he was being transformed. He was in the midst of Ceramorphosis. Trey, you know, he escaped with his
necessarily
friend.
Yes.
Yeah, it was not necessarily
Why?
voluntary. He escaped with his friend. Traveled with you, Thale, Naima, and Kiro for a while. Thale basically lightly threatened him, and he left. He left the group before he fully transformed.
Yeah.
And from what he said here, he went back home. They booted him out. The mind flayers booted him out. So he just lived here alone, slowly turning into what he was. This
But it
failed Ceramorphosis.
okay.
The
So it's
fate
like his-
worse than death was a favor. He helped me out, and I helped him out.
He had like tentacles on his arm instead of like
And one
an
arm
actual
was fully
arm.
tentacles. Yeah.
So
Do
his
I
face
think-
didn't get the tentacles though.
His face was undergone partial transformation, but he did not have full face tentacles. Still
Okay.
very drow looking.
Yeah. I'll go kneel next to it.
Okay.
Just to check it out.
Sure. And yeah, and you see from the side where the arm's fully tentacles, you can see like the skin's changed partially up into one eye, and it's like the skin more purplish and deformed, and the head was starting to elongate on one side, but it just stopped. It just didn't go any farther than that. He looked like he was during that interaction probably in a lot of pain.
He was
And he very
hideous.
clearly wanted death, but was too scared to do it himself.
You know, I'll look at Merc now because I haven't been looking at him. You know, I've seen more squids that look better than this guy.
I agree, and I'm sure he felt as bad as he looked. Every movement was agony.
I mean,
Trey, you ever had a wounded colt
No.
or a sick calf?
Ah.
What happens if you let that, or a sick bull? What happens if you let him out in the herd and just roam around? What happens?
We did have some infected fish from the
Okay.
goblins that we had to.
And what happens if you let him swim around in the same waters?
Yeah.
It kills those other fish.
Are you saying I shouldn't fish? No.
No, I'm saying I cleaned the pond. I'm pointing at this guy. Defending my actions. Merc is trying to defend his actions as best he can.
No one's questioned him either.
I know,
Yeah,
he's the only
I
one who's...
I swear,
No,
this is
the
the
silence.
thing to do.
The silence that spread across, though, was deafening. So you definitely...
Emmanuel's I'm gonna just leave and go to like the entrance and just keep watch.
Well, we didn't have to... Well, I thought we were going to have to fight for him, but... I am going to also... What I will try to do is project false thoughts to my sword. What I want my sword to think is that I am, like, getting drunk with power, and that I'm going to do anything for that.
Okay.
So, but thank you.
Give
I tell
me-
everyone, thanks for taking a few hours out of your day.
Damon, give me a deception check.
Yeah, I'm an expert at deception. I can use my inspiration point.
Oh yeah.
Nice, I'm going to. That might be the first time I've ever used an inspiration point ever. That's no exaggeration. Yeah, and it was worth it. I rolled a 3 and then a 17. So 25.
Okay. Just gonna
To the
roll an
fortress.
insight. Okay.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the body.
Yeah, I think we should burn it. I
Yeah,
wasn't
and
sure.
I'll say with
Let's
Sacred
say-
Flame, that is enough. The radiant energy just kind of sears away and disintegrates. There's no flame left because it's a radiant fire. It's like this white hot, but the charred remains are all that is there.
Well, let's search this cave. Let's take a short rest, and then go about our day.
Say that with ease now. Just killed a man.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
We
I'm
don't
gonna
regret it.
just stay to the back of the next journey if that's all right with you guys.
I mean, we need some good eyes in the back too. So,
Yeah, of course.
although before we leave,
Yeah, I'll walk
Alright.
back there with Trey. Me and Trey can take up the back. Just me and him.
okay. Before that,
Scare me, Merc.
I'm gonna say, I'm
That
gonna say
mask,
to Trey.
too.
Trey, are you okay? I know you knew the guy.
I just
I mean, that's probably a little still hard to watch.
it's just a lot of death once you leave the town.
I understand that. I mean, I left my town and I watched this guy die. It's the first ever person I've ever seen killed. My fox died. Kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scary.
I
All right,
seen
have
that
fun.
guy
Bye.
die. And I'll point to Calabar that's with us.
Oh, I
still.
forgot Calabar.
Calabar
was
has
with
been pretty silent throughout this whole thing. He's
Yeah.
kind of letting you guys
I
do your
forgot he
thing.
was with us.
Yeah.
I
I'll
died
skip
too.
away.
I died.
I thought we lost Haven at some point. Havoc was gone. Sal's
Well,
not
I think-
around anymore. Kiro's not here.
Manuel, have you ever died?
To be honest, I think the majority of our party has died.
Emmanuel,
You
have
muted.
you ever died? Or no?
I'm not in there.
I think you guys are traveling.
Well,
right?
it's just this when we were.
Oh, we
Leaving.
You
left.
guys are trying. You're
This
trying to
is
leave
when we were
now.
leaving the area.
Okay.
Have you ever died? Or no?
No.
Okay. Let's go.
Calabar will come behind Merc, come up to Merc and say, "I commend you on your mercy on putting down a sick creature like that."
It was a mercy. I'll lean
I didn't hear the last part.
in. I whispered too. That'd be suck if he didn't hear that too.
I
Never mind.
didn't hear that.
Yeah, I can't hear you behind the mask.
I was like,
What's that?
what was that?
I said it's an example. I said it was an example. And I'll walk away. No, stop. My head turned the whole way.
He just
You do
takes the
owl, you
information
just-
and nods, and he.
Going
Continues
full
on.
edge lord.
Let's take our break.
Okay. Cheese
Is that too
curd.
early? Do we normally do 10 or 10:30? I can't remember.
Between 10 and 10:30. I shoot for 10.
I feel like 10's a good time.
10's a good time. 10's a great time.
It's a good
Right.
moment to end on.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well,
I wrap my fucking head around this.
All right.
Jesus Christ!
We'll be
Damn.
back.
Hey,
He
Hero
definitely
tried
deserves
his
that.
best. All right.
All right.
He wasn't a very smart guy. He
All right.
That's one of the men.
Audio's back.
So good.
Cameras are up.
Oh my word, so good.
And we're back.
All right, welcome back. So, let me look at my notes. Jeez, I'm a crow. Oh, shoot. Where are we? All right. So, you all exit the cavern. We'll say, oh, I'm a dick. I gave you guys that potion and then it meant nothing. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry.
It was an 8-hour thing.
Yeah, it
That
was an
did
8-hour
nothing.
thing. Sorry.
It's all good.
Maybe you can find something later. That's all good. You learned it exists.
It was in case something happens
You-
on that first day.
You learned that it exists. So, we'll say 2 more days worth of travel into the Underdark. So you guys are cresting on a full month underground with no natural sunlight. 5
Would
days.
I know of any helpful tips for above grounders spending prolonged periods of time underground?
I mean, I don't.
It must
Give
be a
me
problem
a
that like people have.
Survival. Give me a survival check.
He's come down with some cave madness. He's
Well,
not
exactly, right, yeah.
He's not right in the head.
21.
21.
I
The
know
only
practice
thing.
doesn't do anything mechanically, but
No. I would say meditation for
before
calming
we go to
anxiety,
bed,
calming
every night-
anxieties.
Bobby's
Because it's starting to get to the. It's starting to get to them. You know what I mean?
all right,
Like,
before we go to bed every night, like as soon as I notice it start to happen, Emmanuel will host like pre-bedtime meditation yoga.
that being
style.
said, I'll say Havelock probably out of everyone is the more at ease. You're very used to being underwater for long periods of time with not a lot of light, natural light,
Yeah,
not a lot
that
of
makes
sunlight. So it's. I mean, you're still not underwater. It's still not a comfortable place, but you're with the lack of light. I think that you're more comfortable.
You know, this reminds me of times I went with the Nautilus Kraken to the depths of the ocean. I was tied to the back of that thing. I was riding it so hard, and then it would go down, and it would go down, and it would keep going down.
Damn.
It's a
Hey,
great
Havelock.
Havelock, not great material for our meditation time.
Don't put that in your book.
Oh, it's in there. That's in
Oh,
chapter
no.
12.
Is it that
page
wording
30
too? Is it that wording
Uh,
exact?
There's a
I
direct
had a little
quote.
bit of time. I had a little time to work on that.
Havelock's just quoting his just like
He's
orating
like, look
it
at
to
it's
us.
right here.
The
So,
title of the book is
We'll
The
say-
Kraken Goes Down.
Riding
On-
the Kraken super hard.
so- anyways, as it goes
Anyway,
down.
back to the story.
So on your 5th day, as you crest this ridge, in the distance, you see an opening in this large cavern. And at this point, as you guys are traveling, you're starting to see the red glows of molten lava. And over this crest, you're over this
Are we sneaking? We should be
shaky.
sneaking.
Feel free to sneak.
We should be sneak.
We should be
That's
sneaking.
right.
me
You
a
want to do your
stealth roll.
thing? You want to do your cool thing?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right.
Do
I
a
think
do a
it's
stealth
just-
roll.
There's
Save your
other
energy.
things that I want to be prepared for.
First one. All right, let's go.
Where is it? Where is it? That's a natural 20.
I believe you. I believe you.
12.
just-
Oh my God!
What?
Back-to-back
You
ones?
too?
1.
What
the-
again, dude?
Again.
All right.
That's a
So
you're
one-
26, by the way.
All right. So what do you got? What do you got, Trey?
12.
Okay.
That's an 8 for me, technically.
Yeah. Havelock.
So I had disadvantage, so I had a 17 and a 5, so it's 6.
Could be
Haven?
worse. I got a 17.
Merc. I think it comes
19.
down to you, sir. All right. Oh, give me Lily. Oh, and I need to do
Great.
Calabar.
What's
I have a sheet in front of me.
That's wonderful.
24 for Calabar.
That's a 5.
For Lily?
Yes, I'm rolling again, but oh my
Okay.
god.
Okay.
God, I keep rolling 4s.
I will say with Calabar's 24, you guys aren't sure how stealthy you are. It's pretty split down the middle right now. Let's say you go over this crest, and in the distance you see this fortress built into stone loom before you. Its dark silhouettes framed by like molten veins of lava that like pulse like lifeblood of some lumbering giant. The oppressive heat is almost unbearable now, the air shimmering with waves of distortion. But something is wrong. You hear the faint sounds of guttural chanting reach your ear. And in your mind, you can mingling with the hum of something psionic that claws at the edge of your mind. And at the base of the fortress, you see them. Figures flowing in black robes and shimmering armor. Their heads crowned with writhing tentacles. Sorry, I lost my place. You see a group of mind flayers have set up camp. You see 2 of them. And you see a few of these brains, but with like arms and legs and claws, like skittering around. They have set up camp outside of the massive flame-scorched gates. You see these like pylons that hum with power and twisted constructs of what look like flesh and metal. You see some of them go into the fortress. There's a large wall surrounding these large gates that looks, I mean, they're very tall. Doesn't mean they're not climbable, but the gate is the main entrance that you can see right now. But this is the spot on your map, Emmanuel.
I'd just like to say to me, you're a slut for mind flares, and I love it.
I am a slut for mind
You're a
flares.
slut for mind
They're
flares.
awesome villains.
Okay, big gate. No
Look for those
other.
tentacles.
What information did I have on the fortress itself?
I don't
From
think
there.
you have blueprints per se.
Yeah. Or do you have like a description or something of the inside or the layout, even if it's not a blueprint, like a
You know,
verbal-
you know, I'll say in your studies and in the information that you were given, you know that supposedly, and you don't know if the group got out with it farther than that, but you know that the main artifacts were kept in this main chamber. The history of this, this was a kingdom of sorts in the Underdark of Drow origins, and there's a throne room that supposedly a lot of the artifacts ended up in. But originally, this was a Drow colony, a Drow fortress that the elemental armies scorched out and took over during the wars.
How many?
You know that there is a temple section, temple to Loth, the Spider Queen. You only see 2 outside right now,
2 mind
and
flares.
a handful of the intellect devourers, the little brains with legs.
Well, what do we think?
It's a small camp. I'm not saying this isn't a colony here.
And
It
yeah, it's
seems to be
it's a
more of
group.
like an expedition crew,
Yeah.
possibly here for the same thing.
I'm gonna quietly talk to my docent about what to do with these things.
Let's roll a nature, history, or arcana.
Yeah, let me just get those nature history.
Mind flare repellent spray recipe.
Right. Let's see. Okay, I need some of this. Okay.
And too bad you guys don't have like this half drow, half illithid like
Yeah,
guide.
what the hell?
We don't need him.
Yeah, that
Come
would be nice.
on.
Screw him. He was
Come
a disgrace.
on.
We
love
don't
it,
need him
love it.
anyways.
I love it. Anyways,
You gave me what was the choices again?
nature, history, or arcana. I feel like these guys fall into all three.
Right. So I have 17 plus that's a 24.
24.
Um history?
Sure. Yes. Oh, hello. Yes. Sorry. Hello.
Keep it quiet.
Mind flayers are creatures from another dimension, another plane of existence in the far realm, past the astral sea. They traveled here before the gates eternal were erected, and they were trapped here. They feed on intellect. They have a healthy diet of gray matter, i.e., brains. And their mouths are kept under those large tentacles, and they suck it out of your skull, killing you immediately. The process of ceramorphosis, the tadpoles go into your eye and over a period of time transform you into mind flayers. This is how they reproduce. They are extremely dangerous, extremely prejudiced. They think themselves superior, and all creatures are inferior. They are led by an elder brain and act as a collective hive mind of sorts and kneel to its will.
I actually may have a favor from an illithid we could use to get inside if need be.
You have a
Didn't
favor
plan
from
on using
someone?
it, but
Do a favor.
yeah.
Wait, you
Thanks.
you know these creatures?
No. I know one well enough.
How?
Yeah, I was gonna say how.
Fate is a crazy thing, and sometimes, you're put in a situation where you're able to shift things and help someone out.
Insight check.
Life, am I right? Crazy.
Is he lying? / insight.
I feel like Mert is being
He's
truthful
not.
in his
I'm
own
gonna.
way.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I
He's.
20.
Well, no. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I
He's
was
not
really
lying.
Yeah.
He hasn't been lying to you at all.
Yeah.
He's just being
That's
vague
kind
and
of
not giving
lying.
you all the information.
Yeah. Depends on your definition of a lie, and that's an important thing. And that's when we really get to a cultural. Well,
Just
I
starts
think I
explaining.
think we should like scout it, and if it looks bad, like it's pretty tight, not sure what to do, then maybe we could talk about calling it a favor. But I can scout a little bit. Just see if there's a safe route to get close. We're trying to get in, get the treasure, and get out, right?
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Um,
All right, what do you guys think?
I could probably come with you to scout. I'm pretty sneaky.
I could
There
as
you
well.
are.
how high is the cavern that we're in?
Oh, a cavern you're in is like, I would say 100 or so feet high. Like it's a very large cavern that holds a fortress. You know what I mean? Like carved into the
Yeah.
walls.
I if you think it'd help, I could, help you get in the air.
I walk over to the wall and start walking up the wall. I have a few tricks.
I
Perhaps
can't. I
someone else
can't
could
do
be.
that.
Maybe someone else can fly if need be,
What
or we
the
could hold that
fuck?
spell and.
I can't.
Oh, you can't do
How?
this? Weird.
Yeah.
I so wish I had the running on walls thing yet, but I don't have it.
I'm just gonna see if there's like a path that looks pretty well like it's not gonna be that, there's not any illithids that get us closer, or does it look pretty tight and we're gonna have to sneak here and run there? What's it looking like that way to get up close to it?
Are you asking, or are you gonna go do that?
I'm gonna go sneak up on the wall and go as far as I need to go to
Yeah.
see.
Okay,
what
sorry,
that
just making sure. wasn't sure if you were telling them or telling me. Yeah, you guys watch. Merctus spider climb walks up the wall.
Like fully like Spider-Man. Like
No, just my feet.
No, just walking, just walking.
that's terrifying.
I'll say with your stealth rolls, it was pretty even. So I want another one
Okay.
from you, Merc. Because it was pretty even on the fails and succeeds.
There's 16 on die, so 20, 20 something. Let me look. Shit. Stealth. 23.
23. You see, you take a moment and like a mind flare like walks underneath you as you're like up in the air like this, but it turns the corner and you're able to crop, and you can see there's a few this like long almost like hallway, almost like grand entrance room, basically where you're at. It's less of a house, more of like a military fortress, you know what I mean? Made of like dark stone obsidian. In the distance you can see a large stone door that's cracked open straight ahead, and you can see, give me a religion. I'm gonna say with everything going on with you, you recognize the symbol of Loth on the door there.
The temple in there, the
And
Loth, eh?
there is. And to the right, you see what looks to be like a large door that might lead to a throne room. You see several pods in this room, and several stone like makeshift desks with a brain in a jar, and several experiments going on here. In one container, you see what seems to be it's fire inside like a glass container, or it's almost like an arcane. It looks like glass, but it shimmers arcanely, but it's moving. It's like it seems that these illithid have captured some sort of elemental, maybe a remnant of the war that was still living here. But you can see they're bringing things in and out. They're not fully in there. It doesn't seem like they've been here incredibly long, but long enough to be, maybe a week or so.
Yeah.
Long enough to like set up shop.
I'll head back and tell him all that. Be like, I don't know.
And you saw where the throne room is.
Yeah, we could sneak there, especially if we had some more magic, but not guaranteed that we're gonna make it. And if we get in a fight with these things in the open, I feel like that's just gonna call the rest of them. So, like I said, it's kind of a big deal if I try to use this favor, but I would be willing to, unless someone's got a better idea. And I explain like that it's not impossible, but they're around, right? Like they're walking around or doing their thing. So
Calabar will speak up, and you know this illithid that you can call a favor to. What says that he will honor your favor over his own people?
he'll honor it. Who's to say these are his people? These are just militids. Might be some different family. He'll honor it. I'm
You
not
have
because
more
I'm not gonna
insight.
ask him to harm his friends or harm them. I'm hoping to get passage in free. Like, we don't have to tell them we're there to steal shit, but I'm hoping that we can at least be brought in and they're gonna let us kind of be around. Or I guess your minds. You guys can't shield your minds from.
It's a dangerous game.
Are we considering him part of the group? Because to me, he was just some asshole in the back. He's like, I just hates Cal.
By all means, I am here.
Just the
I'm
voice of
not
reason back here.
I am not incredibly interested in magical trinkets. I am here for travel, so if you wish me to stay behind, I
No.
will not
Since
argue a gruesome death.
Hey, Haven, Havelock. You guys haven't spoken much about how to get in there. Any ideas? tricks?
At this point in time, I'm more or less kind of backing away from going inside now because I got nothing against these guys.
Okay, see, exactly. So we need an in, and really we're just trying to get the score. That's literally. Oh no. Oh yeah. How many do I think there are? How many did I see total? I don't.
In your travels, you've seen really
No, I
just those
mean here.
two to. Yeah, no, I'm saying in your travel, like up there
Oh,
sneaking
gotcha.
around. There's the two out front that were coming in and out, and a lot of the intellect devours.
Okay, so maybe we can make it to there. Maybe we don't need to do that. What do you guys think?
I mean, trying to avoid a fight is always helpful, but I don't know.
I agree. I'm not saying like, can we?
Yeah, I
Any of
don't
you
think.
guys turn us invisible or make us? I guess you can't shield your minds.
Since when can you shield your mind?
How long? I've known you for like 3 days.
More like
Emmanuel?
You owe me that favor still for enhanced abilities.
Yeah,
What?
favor's a strong word,
So
but
how
yeah.
did you do that? So how can you do that?
How can I what?
Shield your mind. If you do it, I'll consider it the favor.
Okay. I have a magical item that allows me to do it. So cool. We're even.
Insight check.
You can do it. He's not lying though.
But I want to know if it's like, because he said item.
That's an item, man. He's not lying to you.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do the insight check,
trying
but
to push it. It was just a funny comment.
no, you can do the insight check, but I'm gonna tell you he's not lying to you. He's being very good with his words.
Any ideas about how we're getting in there? I want the treasure. We need the treasure.
Is it potentially a better idea just to send in a couple of us?
When we split the party, and it always sounds really good in this moment, but then something terrible happens. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, but both groups need to be doing something. I feel like it's either one group staying back and is creating a diversion,
Well, we have.
or we just create a diversion.
What's the? Oh, we don't have the telepathy anymore, do we?
No, sorry. Poor
Do we
planet.
have any long distance communication tools?
I don't.
To tell you guys a few things. If I try.
I can be a hub of communication if needed. Calabar will say.
Ah.
I can communicate to all of you if I have the right information.
Okay. So if we leave Calabar and our frontliners here to keep watch of the mind flares, while the rest of us, meaning probably Bobby, myself, Merc, and Trey.
Wait, isn't Trey? No, he's a cleric. I don't know if he. Okay, I don't know. Well,
I
whatever you guys
don't
think.
really care to
Okay,
go
that's
in
four.
there unless we're going through there.
Okay, well, we'll need your magic, Trey.
It doesn't work like that.
I mean, do we want me here? And I don't know, Trey. If you don't want to go, you don't want to go. But it might be better to send Trey and keep me here.
You know,
But I don't know, Trey. If you don't want.
I mean, if
Oh shit.
if
Sorry.
if we're splitting the party, I just I feel more comfortable with Havelock and Haven.
Calabar will look up and look to Merc and go, "May I speak?"
Yeah, of
You
course.
asking me?
Yes, you've been very vocal about my
Not me. Yeah, I mean, not liking it.
about my
Hating you?
involvement.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to.
I do have the means to make an individual, visible.
Okay.
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 Anybody teleport?
Oh.
Instantly move.
And Calabar will raise his hand.
Of course.
Ah, shit, this is hard.
Well, perhaps you should be one of the ones coming in, Calabar.
I have a question. I don't want to do. He can make one person invisible and only one. Can you use
I'll
it
be.
multiple
He's an
times?
ally. He can greater invisibility someone.
Can you do it multiple
Greater.
times?
Say what?
Greater invisibility is pretty
Greater
pretty good.
invisibility. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He
I
can.
think
It.
improves our chances.
Can you
Quite
do that
He can do it.
more than once?
He could do it 3 times, but he can't do it to 3 times at the same time. He has to concentrate on it.
And what's the? How long will you be able to concentrate on that spell?
An hour, I think.
For what? No, that's for 1 minute.
Yeah, graders. I think it's a shorter duration. It's the.
So maybe regular would be better.
What if we? What if?
Unfortunately,
What if one
Do you
of us
have-
created a diversion? Or
I have
Drew their attention to press one through.
thaumaturgy.
Group.
I'm very good at creating a diversion.
Here we go.
do you have a way to get out of there? Like once the.
Shit
Or we
hits
gotta
the
figure
fan.
out a. Yeah. Because goal is to pull them away. We get in, get the shit, and get out, and then.
Yeah, I do.
if there, I think it would be wise if I came along.
With us?
If there's an issue and we are discovered, I could help with that.
Wow,
Mark,
what exactly?
I look to Merc. I hear him say that, but I immediately turn my head to Merc.
Look to Havelock.
I know you don't like it, but I think it might be the right idea.
What? I don't
I
like
can-
what? Oh, him coming
I
with us?
can.
Okay.
I can. I've been exploring the possibilities of my lack of memory in an attempt to perhaps gain some back. I discovered ways to tamper with others.
What do you mean by that?
It means if we're skunk Bobby, if it means if we're discovered and seen, I might be able to make the individual forget that.
Oh shoot. That's pretty good.
I can only do it.
Even?
I can't do it much, but I can at least do it once.
Okay.
And it significantly reduces my other effectiveness if I do have to do it.
Here's my pitch. Myself, Merc, and Calabar will enter the fortress, whilst Trey, Havelock, Haven, and Bobby remain outside and provide a distraction. I have the ability to, if something happens, at least keep us alive, and all three of
And
us
I can
are very
I can send a
mobile,
mess.
and we
I can send a
keep
message
ourselves
as well
alive.
if something happens.
Yes.
Do we have a way to carry? What if there's a lot of treasure? We need more hands to carry treasure and things.
I'm just saying my distraction and to get out of there, it'd probably be better if it was just be there.
I love that. So Haven goes out there like a bolt of lightning, drawing all of the attention. We get in, we grab, we loot, we plunder. Maybe a little pillaging. We'll
How-
see. We'll see. We got time, and then we're out.
Now this is the question. Once the distraction's been laid and the mind flayers are on high alert, how are we getting out?
Well, I'm hoping
Are we leaving?
Well, we're at it. Yeah. Why would? Yeah. If we're just here for the treasure.
Can we
Damn it!
outrun them?
I do have. I'll use my. Damn it. Okay. Yeah. No, we gotta leave, right? What else would we do? We can't hang out here anyways. It's mind
Right,
flayer.
but how?
So
We just
we
run.
find
Run.
we find
Why not?
Listen, Merc, I do not let your greed endanger everyone else. We find the items that seem the most useful.
And we take what
We
we can.
stash them, and we take what we can.
Aye.
I do not
Agreed.
suggest you slow yourself by filling your pockets with gold.
Agreed.
Sir. I asked you. I'll fill my pockets full of gold and go swimming.
My opinion became important when my life became on the line.
That's
Am I?
fair.
I can't stop you. You can grab whatever you want. Nobody's stopping you.
And
Haven, what?
Yes.
What is your distraction
Bag of
exactly?
holding.
Summoning my construct, dropping
yet.
concentration, and then flying away.
What was it? Say it again.
Okay.
Sorry.
Big construct for them to fight. Okay,
Yes.
so we'll have to be
The-
fast.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I just want to point this out. As soon as I drop concentration on that and I fly away,
he has no
It's-
control over it.
it's
So
not
it's just
gonna be
another
good.
third party.
No, that's-
okay,
It's
that's
just
fine.
another third-party thing. But if
I
it's
love it.
already fighting it, I don't
Yeah,
think
exactly.
it might
We're
not.
in
It
and out,
might not
hopefully-
be a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
So
I like this plan.
who's going
Mhm,
in
mhm.
to get the? Just
I think
wanna
all of us except for
finalize
Haven
it.
should go in.
You think so?
I do, because
You don't think
they're
anybody-
just gonna. Well, if he loses control, then they're a liability, and then there's I think that's gonna get their distraction. Him and the giant construct should be enough to get their attention.
I think it would
I
be
guess-
safer if it was just me.
I don't like leaving you by yourself. I can stay back, provide range support, make sure our exit's still good in case you lose that construct, and I can keep us alive.
If you stayed,
Eh.
you would have to remain hidden unless something went very, very poorly.
Exactly, because if they found you, they're gonna know we're around.
Right.
Yeah, it's too dangerous, young Trey. It's
I'll
more
look at.
than-
I'm gonna look. I want to look Trey in the eyes, and if shit goes down, are you gonna be able to get out of there if you stay back with me?
I can blend in.
As you guys are having this conversation, you have eyes on the mind flayers, and you can see the intellect devours these brains and legs begin to scatter out into the cavern.
Shit, they're coming.
Yeah.
We need to go.
All right, get your distraction
And-
going. We're going this way.
And
Trey,
then you see the mind flayers begin to start walking out too, and they're looking around a little on edge.
Shit,
We need to go. We need to go.
now's the time.
we go.
Go search your.
Put my hand on Trey's shoulder, real tight grip. Okay, we'll be all right.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it. Never mind.
Haven's moment, Trey. I say as I
I
walk
don't
away.
care for a moment. I care for life. We've lost enough.
I'll live. I know,
208 years. I'm not gonna die down here in a dingy.
No, I'll look at Trey, and it's not my time to sever the fate. I'll be here.
Okay.
Yeah. Are we doing this?
We're
Let's go.
going. We're moving.
I'm
We're moving.
yeah. I'm
Go.
walking away from the group at
We're
this
leaving.
point.
Let's go.
Pass
All we're
me
gonna
on
do
this
is hide.
trace.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I love what you're saying, and
sir.
we're also gonna
Yes,
hide
sir.
and wait for the distraction. Once the moment where it gets all their attention, we're going.
I think, and we're probably gonna
Um,
get like as close as we can, where we still feel comfortable, because we don't want to be far away from the gate. We want to be as close as we
Yeah.
can without
Yeah.
before
Sure.
the distraction.
Yeah, these mind flayers, they begin to, in the intellect devours, they begin to spread out into the cavern, and they are doing a searching pattern.
I'm gonna go up a little bit, hiding,
Yeah.
so I can kind of keep an eye that way and
Yeah,
help
yeah.
direct them.
And you see some of the intellect devours from inside begin to run out a little bit.
Now's the time.
Haven, you see them all come out. Most of them are out of the gate now at this point,
Yeah, so
going
I'm
into
going
the caverns.
to get as far away as I can from the party, and I'm going to cast Summon Greater Demon 60 feet away from me.
All right, and you're doing a Bulgara, I'm assuming.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Yes. Crystalline, like in Trey and Havelock, you've seen this before when the first time when you guys were fighting Calabar on that first outing with all of you back at Rivertown. You see this crystalline construct of this demon start to smash the intellect devourers, and these mind flayers begin to attack it.
Let's
Here we
go.
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 Let's go.
I'm keeping an eye out to make sure there's no,
Yeah.
you know,
You guys rush into the gates. Again, you see this large chamber, like this courtyard almost, where you're still outside. You see ahead of you this large door that looks to be possibly the throne room, not open. And then to your left, you see that temple that you saw, Merc, with the symbol of Loth on it.
I've got
Holy throne room.
vested
room?
interest. I do get a mental picture of that place as we
Okay.
run by, but let's go to the throne room.
Yep. Throne room.
That stone,
is it
the
locked?
door is. Nope, it's not locked. It's just a stone door that's closed.
Does it look
Trap
trapped?
drops.
It's quite large. Give me investigation.
Are you gonna help me?
I'm gonna look as well.
Yeah,
I'll look-
I'll
I'll
give you
look now.
advantage. Advantage.
Okay, advantage. Sure.
So 17.
Doesn't seem to be trapped.
Pull it open.
Yep.
It's a large door, so it takes a few of you to. But you get it cracked open enough that all of you could just like file in. I doubt you take the time to like fully open it. Right, and you all shuffle in, and in the distance you can see like piles of like gold and artifacts just in a large pile. You're looking at it, and like the light of it with the lava, there's this bridge, and the lava's kind of pulled, like the light of it's coming out. It's almost blinding with it reflecting off. And you hear the sound of breathing. And you guys see laying on the ground this large red dragon.
Yeah, funny fact, I was going to do
We
this earlier,
Yeah.
and I didn't do it because
In the sight of it, you all freeze, and you look up, and you can see this tentacle hanging out from the dragon, like up into like its neck, reaching out, and hanging above it, you see this massive brain, connected to this red dragon.
I know
And
what
you
you wanted
hear-
to do, you bitch.
I didn't do it though. I didn't do
know, but I know what you
it. You hear, except for Merc, unless you allow it, you hear these thoughts in your mind. Yeah, you are clever creatures, but it's already begun. The milding, the brains with this brawn. And you can see the dragon twitch a little bit as these tentacles are like into the back of its neck, under like skin, connecting to its brain. Soon I will be all powerful of might and mind.
I'm gonna move up the wall, so I'm assuming, Mark's assuming that I might still be invisible or hidden from it. So he's actually, while realizing that after being terrified and seeing what's happening, he's
Yeah.
gonna start going up the wall.
Sure.
What do I know about elder brains?
With what you guys rolled and what you guys the shared information, I'll say they are the hub of the society.
I mean,
And
sorry, I should specify. Specifically, like, what are they capable of?
oh sure, give me I'm gonna give it disadvantage because you were trying to get this information like
Right, but
in your brain
and
quick.
then you're trying to think, okay, is this thing an immediate danger to us where it can just melt our brains?
Oh,
yes,
it absolutely could hurt you very badly.
Okay.
controlling a red
It
dragon.
could absolutely attack you guys at any moment.
Right.
Why are we here?
Um,
And you
It's
do
a
see
magic
mounds
item.
of treasure, and the pieces of everything are kind of linking together. That this old elemental fortress was the home of a red dragon and his horde. There was treasure here. He housed up shop,
Oh,
and somehow these mind flayers and their elder brain subdued it. And now this elder brain is attempting to take over this dragon to become an elder brain dragon.
okay.
The Great Union, as it were.
Yeah.
My
I
I'm
see-
gonna give you guys a few minutes to react, but then he's gonna.
I see Merc walking, starting. Are you starting to like pick stuff up?
No, I'm
Are you
stealthing
just-
up the fucking thing. Yeah, no, I'm actually would be, I guess, going up the side, eventually kind of going towards the Elder Brain. Trying to get above the Elder Brain is another way of looking at it.
Okay.
But I'm
Yeah.
not like sprinting like I'm gonna go attack, but I'm certainly like,
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna follow Manuel's lead because I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna just position myself at the doorway.
What?
I'm gonna walk forward a little bit. We wish no harm towards any of you or your hive. And I'm not aware if he can see me or not, but I'm like kind of putting my
Yeah.
posture in like a diminutive, you know.
There's
like,
no. I will say there's no eyes that you can see,
right.
but
But
it
we mean
you guys could gather. You can. It knows where you are.
yeah, right.
What you wish is irrelevant, Lesser. You've stumbled into home, and you will become one with us, part of our colony. More cogs in the machine, as it were.
You're right. We are lesser. We're not even holy enough to be in your presence. But
Give me an insight check while you're having this conversation.
cocked. I'm gonna reroll. Okay. Insight.
Yeah.
20. Not natural.
As you're having this conversation, you're looking like at this thing up and down, and you can see the connection it has with that red dragon. It's not fully formed.
Yeah.
Anyways, you were saying.
How do the tentacles look connected to the red dragon?
They are like under a patch of scales and going into his brain.
How sturdy do they look?
They're pretty thick. They're pretty thick. They're
How
pretty thick
thick?
tentacles.
How thick?
Fucking thick.
Like easy enough to cut
thicker
through?
than a Snicker.
Yeah,
okay,
cuttable?
Yeah,
thicker than a
cuttable.
bowl
I
of-
mean, it's flesh.
Right.
You, my children are coming, but I will render you for them to transform you.
I'm gonna leap down on top of this brain.
As soon as I see him
Cool.
I'm gonna
jump,
cope.
Cool.
I'm
I want
leaping
you to.
towards the tentacles
I
connected
want.
to the dragon.
What'd you
I
do, say,
want
Noah?
Merc. I want you to give me. Merc said it first. I want you to give me a acrobatics. We're gonna do contested because I was about to do
What
something
Noah
too.
said.
Okay, okay,
So
okay,
we're
okay.
gonna see.
Acrobatic.
We're gonna see who goes first.
Okay.
Oh,
20,
shit.
22.
And Haven's
22,
outside.
22, 22, 22.
I'm
I have to
terrified.
say, if you guys get some treasure, don't forget about your boy Haven out there.
Alright,
We just
Hey,
leave.
We got you.
Oh, as this happens, Haven, you hear Calabar in your mind go, "We have a problem. We need you now."
Oh,
As this tentacle comes out to whip at Emmanuel, Merc just comes down and you land on it and give me an attack roll.
Yeah.
Is it
Hell
surprise?
yeah.
Like, did I sneak up on it or no? I don't know if
Oh,
if
fuck,
it automatically.
fuck yeah! It had no idea where you are, and for a elder brain to not know where a creature is and within its vicinity is
Yeah, that's
wild to
That's
him.
really hard.
Within a 5-mile radius.
You
damn.
so yeah, so 17.
They knew we were there for so long.
They knew you were there for a while. They were preparing. But your distraction was good.
Yeah, 23.
Oh yeah. Let me double check because I don't want to assume.
Yeah, that's why I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
that hits.
I'm
That,
pretty sure
that
it
hits. That hits. That
Right.
absolutely hits.
It's a
so-
big fat brain.
It's a big fat brain.
Why won't I roll the damage? Hold on, I'll just do it.
I'm scared.
Yeah, this is not. So 7 plus So 11 plus my sneak attack. It's 9. That's 25. 25.
25 points of damage. And this telepathic shriek comes out as you guys are standing. This dragon still unconscious with the tentacles on it. Merc riding on top of this brain is blade in its flesh. I'm gonna say we're gonna end there. And we'll roll for initiative next session.
Save the treasure! It's all that matters! No.
Oh man.
Okay.
Don't let me
before
die
we-
in vain!
before-
Get the treasure!
Wait, I need visual because I lost visual entirely. We
Visual
walked
what?
in, just the entire room.
Oh, here, hold on a minute. I'll give you a visual.
Ah!
That's a
I'll
tease,
give you-
man.
I'll give you a visual. Give me 1 second. Merc, I gotta change where Merc is.
That is such a tease.
We're gonna put Haven way back here. And okay. Here, I'll share the owlbear that we didn't get to today, but I like to end a session on right before combat. So that
Remember
makes
there
me
was a
happy.
time to go Nova, guys.
Here you
This
go.
is it.
And this is yeah, we're in a like,
I will remind you, just so no one's terrified. The dragon is unconscious.
Yes. Also,
Does not seem to be a
dragon-
threat at the moment.
Also, the dragon probably is not very pleased with this elder brain.
Right. Right.
So even if he was awake, it might not be a bad thing.
we could safely
Damn.
remove the
I've never been around a dragon in my life. It's not a good thing. I don't care.
I'm terrified. I am
Did I
terrified.
get my attack off on the tentacles?
No,
when I said
I'm
they're
gonna- I'll-
jumping?
I'll give you advantage on your initiative roll.
Damn. Okay.
Oh
I was-
boy.
I wanted to run up and slice it.
I feel like
bad.
just for flavor wise, I feel like you went to go do something as the tentacle comes out at you, and Merc landed, and it kind of goes.
Yeah. Okay.
Woo! I'm gonna be thinking of this
Oh.
all damn week.
I know.
Speaking of all damn week, we have When Black Roses Bloom, I believe this Saturday. And
yeah,
then
come on back.
next Tuesday, we'll be back for chapter 22 in the Veiled Chronicles. So,
Hell yeah!
what the fuck?
What the hell was that?
Riley, that was wait, hold on, but Riley, that wasn't you.
No,
Oh, I thought that was you. I wasn't watching.
no.
It sounds
I
like
said, what the hell was that?
We're doing sound.
That's
now?
awesome. Apparently.
That one was me.
Alright.
On that tower note.
So hey, thanks
Wait.
for joining us.
So loud.
Yeah, it is.
So
I didn't
loud.
mean to be that loud.
We'll catch you Saturday.
Make sure you like and subscribe
GG.
and hit the notification bell wherever you
Join
find
the
us.
Patreon. It's only $100 a month.
$100.
It's a lie. That's a lie.
It's $149.99 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
$99.
All right.